Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's look is going to be a no makeup look. So really natural, as if you're not wearing any makeup, but of course we're going to be using makeup to create the look. So let's get started with the tutorial. First of all, we're going to start on a clean moisturized face. We're going to spray some Prep and Prime by MAC Fix Plus to hydrate the skin and get it ready for the foundation. Spritzing, feeling nice and hydrated. Then we're going to go on and do a nice light to medium coverage foundation today, which is the Becca Aqua Luminous foundation in shade Light. So we just apply this. It comes with a little pump and then it has a little syringe. So we just put that across the center of the face and then we will blend this out. This foundation's really nice. It's kind of got a dewy but not too dewy finish, and it creates a nice sort of medium buildable coverage to the skin. So it's really great for creating that sort of nice natural look, no makeup look. So we'll just blend that out now with a Morphe M349 brush, tapping and circular motions, blending it out so it looks really smooth and seamless. Want to look just flawless, so if we don't have any foundation or makeup on, or as subtle as we can look. This look is really great for every day, or for those who don't want to look like they're wearing too much makeup. Just looking really fresh and bringing out your natural features, which is nice with this look. It doesn't overpower, just sort of lets everything that naturally is there just look its best, which is always good. This foundation is just so smooth on the skin and feels really light and kind of feels like it's doing good stuff for your skin as well. I like to blend down a little bit down the neck, just so we get seamless, smooth finish. So after that we're going to do a little bit of colour correcting under the eyes just to create a really good, flawless face. So we're doing Bobbi Brown light to medium colour corrector. Just dab it under the eyes, patting it in with our fingers. Sort of like a salmony peachy pink colour, so counteracts those dark circles if you've got them. If you don't have any dark circles, you can miss out this stage. Then I'm going to go on with concealer to bring brightness and give more coverage under the eyes, and it's MAC Mineralizing Concealer in NC20. So we just paint that under the eye in a little triangle shape, starting at the inner corner where most people have the worst dark circles, and fanning it out, and a little bit on the eyelid just to prime for eyeshadow. Take a little bit down the centre of the nose, and a little bit on the chin, tiny bit through the middle of the eyebrows. Then on a damped beauty blender, I'm going to use Real Techniques damped sponge. We're going to blend that out, tapping motions, tapping out on top of the eyelids and underneath, left to right, so that we're getting a good even blend out. This just picks up any excess product, and also it ensures no creasing and no product sitting in your lines. If you've got any small fine lines under your eyes, tapping out anywhere you put the foundation. We will now go on and set the under eye area, and we're going to use the Anastasia banana powder. This is a single little one I bought. You can buy it as part of a palette, or you can buy it individually, and you get these at Beauty Bay or Cult Beauty as well. I think they sell it to both websites. And then you just tap it in tapping motions, and I'm using a Sigma F35 brush to apply this. Tapping motions. I'm going to put that down the bridge of the nose, anywhere you put that concealer, and this will just bring lightness and make sure that the concealer doesn't move and it stays put. Because we don't want that happening. We don't want any movement. We want it to look like, oh look, I'm not wearing any foundation or concealer. So this helps just really make it look really smooth. And the nice thing about this, because it's got the yellow undertone, it just helps bring brightness in a very nice subtle way without looking too stark white or too light. Following that, we're going to set the rest of the face, and we are going to use Mercier translucent setting powder, and we're going to put that on a Sigma F50 duo fibre brush, taking some of the product. And this, the reason I'm using this type of brush rather than a traditional powder brush is because it applies the powder in a more natural light coverage way. Even though this is a translucent powder which doesn't have colour, and it is very, very smooth and a very natural powder by Laura Mercier, by putting it on this brush it just makes it even more natural, which is what we want. Putting it anywhere we didn't put the banana powder, a little bit down the neck. So we will now go on to bronze and just bring a little bit of warmth to the face and a little bit of definition. So we're not contouring, we're just bronzing today, and we're going to use Bobbi Brown Golden Light, which is a really nice natural shade for bronzing, and we're going to use a Morphe E2 brush. So on that we're going to go light on the cheeks, keeping it nice and light and natural, and then blending it up to the forehead, across the forehead, so that we're getting a little bit of warmth and definition, but keeping it really natural, a little along the jaw to define. So this will give us sort of a natural contour where it just looks like, oh, I've got that sort of warm tone and a little bit of shading, like you've been out in the sun, but not too much. A little bit down the neck to blend that through. So we look a little bit golden and glowing. So we're now going to go on and do a little bit of blusher, and we're going to use this shade, which is Spellbound by Makeup Geek, on a Morphe E4 brush, and we're going, this is sort of pinky mauve shade but not too bright, and we're going light touch with this, apples of the cheek, pulling it back, and this is going to look like a natural flush where you've just been healthy glow like most people have sort of, or some people may be lucky enough not to have to conceal all that pink flush, but this is just giving controlled pink flush where you look just healthy, rosy cheeked, fresh faced. We're going to go and do a very light touch on a very natural looking highlighter, which is the Hourglass in Ambient Light Luminous Light shade, which is like a peachy natural highlight. And we're going top of the cheeks. Light touch on this because we are doing a natural no makeup look. We don't want to look like glowing, we just want to look healthy beam, if that makes sense. And following that, we're now going to go and do very natural on the eyes, and we will start off with the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and we're going to take this Tempera shade, which is like just a really nice natural light matte powder shade. I love the texture of these, are very pigmented, very smooth, and because this is such a natural shade, it doesn't matter how heavy we go with the application because we will look really light. And I'm doing applying this with the Pro Sephora brush, small shader brush. We apply this to the brow bone so that we're bringing light to that. We want to make sure that we've got lightness in the inner corner, so we just put a little bit there. The nice thing about this, because it's not sparkly, it just looks really healthy, light, bright eye area. I'm going to take Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie, which is this very natural transition shade, and we're going to use a Sigma Blending E40 brush. And this is just to give a little bit on the crease, so we're blending this into the crease to give a little bit of definition in the eyes. But again, because it's a no makeup look, we want it to be like really natural, so we're applying this very natural shade, which is a really universal shade for a lot of people. So depending, if you're a little bit darker, you could probably use Creme Brulee by Makeup Geek to be your transition shade. And I'm pretty fair, so those paler than me could also get away with this. But because it's got warmth to it, it sort of blends with a lot of people's colouring. Following that, we're now going to go on and do a really natural liner. So we're going to do Nicka K 24-hour waterproof eyeliner in dark brown. And we're just going to do the waterline halfway across on the bottom. So right on the waterline, really light into the midpoint where the eye, where the pupil is. Going light touch on this just to give a little bit of definition. And again, if you have dark lashes, because I've got fair lashes, I sort of need this to help bring a little bit more to the eye. If you've got dark lashes, you could miss this stage out, but I would recommend doing the top waterline with this, and because it's waterproof, it means it won't move and it won't smudge which is what we are looking for. So this just to give a little bit more volume to the eye area. We will go on now with Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara, and this is a great little brush. It's really neat and accurate, so you can get full coverage, get a big volume lash, but it's not clumpy. It's going to look nice and natural. I really love this, one of my favourite mascaras. Also, I've got very sensitive eyes because I've got hay fever, and I find some mascaras can make my eyes water, and this one doesn't, so I really love that for that. And it isn't waterproof, but because it doesn't make my eyes water, I find that it's totally fine. And then we go very light touch, no more product, just a light touch on those lower lashes to keep it really natural. If you've got naturally dark lashes, you could miss out that stage of doing the lower lashes if you want it, or if you want that little bit of volume extra, then totally recommend doing the lower lashes. But for me, being so fair, I have to put something on the lower lash, and we're pulling up towards the nose with the brush stroke, so that we're pulling the lashes straight, so that that gives more volume. And then again, making sure we've got right to the ends, and then we go very light touch on the lower lashes with no extra product. For our eyebrows, we're going to use Benefit Gimme Brow in shade 1. That suits my light skin colour and my light blonde hair. There are a number of shades going up in 1, 2, 3, and I think they go up to 5. So depending on how dark your hair is or how strong you want to go. But because we're doing a no makeup look, I'd recommend trying to go only 1 shade darker, or even your same shade, just to give, this is like a gel with little fibres, so it gives more thickness and just really evens out any gaps or sparsity that you might have in your brows. Such great product. And then to finish, we're going to use the Nude Pop by Clinique. It's a really natural sort of hydrating lipstick, kind of like a lip balm, just to give a little something on the lips, but not too much. And this is the finished look for the no makeup look. I really like this look, and I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you've got any comments or any type of videos that you'd like to see, please leave a comment in the below box, and I will look at those. And also I'll link all the products that I've used to create this no makeup look, which is just really healthy, fresh faced, and I feel like you could wear it any day of the week and just look really great. And I just feel like it brings out your natural eyes, your lips in a really natural way. Thanks for watching. Bye.